We gonna kill every last one of you.
It's showtime.
Thumbs up.
I'm still here. Just shit eaters.
Hi, it's Paul from Paul's World of Movies, and today we're looking at a comedy called Holy Days. It's a Kiwi comedy made this year, 101 minutes long, and it stars Margaret Margulies, who is that saucy old lady that's on Graham Norton a lot. She's always had quite a film career in her past, and she's been in things like the Harry Potter films. So she's a bit of a giggle, a bit of a naughty, a bit of a rude history in her past, but she's a lot of fun. We have Judy Davis and Elijah Tamaki as well, as a young fella who's just started out in movies, and together they are the stars of Holy Days. Now, Holy Days is a film about three nuns whose nunnery, which is ultimately their home, and their local father, where they live as well, is going to be closed down because due to the good old developers that come in, because these are quite elderly nuns, and they're the last three, so they want to put them out in the home, which is not good patter, especially for these ladies. So so they must find a way of stopping the developers taking their home, and also the building, which once, if not is now, is that we used to be the heart of their small town, where they used to support people and help them and everything else. Now, a little Elijah plays a guy called Brian, a young fella. He's only about, well, he looks about 8, I suppose, somewhere around that age, and lovely little guy, and he is the latest in a line of young Māori boys who appear in these international films, in which he's a cheeky little fella, and the reason he's involved is he likes to get away from his family and pretend he's been in trouble, and goes to the nurses to repent, and so they welcome him in and give him little jobs to do. So next thing they know, they're all up in a car. They've technically stolen the father's car, and off they go down to the South Island of New Zealand. This film is very typical of New Zealand film. Lots of scenery shots, lots of real Kiwi examples of the way people live in New Zealand, the way they act in New Zealand, full of crazy characters, quirky people, and it's a nice family film. I wouldn't say it's hilarious. It is a comedy, but it is quite funny. There are some little jokes in it as well. Margaret Margulies plays a sister Luke, but they all call her Luke just for the scene. And whenever they're calling her, she usually cracks a joke or is made fun of, or is funny in herself, because she forgets things. She's quite forgettable, which creates a little bit of humour there. We've got the classic sort of things where you've got older people doing younger people things, like speeding in the car and racing other vehicles, little things like that sort of create a giggle or two, or at least a smile, and there's no sort of lack of that sort of thing in this film. Like I said, it's not hilarious. It is quite funny in places, but not laugh out loud funny, I would say. Very pleasant film, good for kids and adults alike. Jokes there for both age groups, and it's a very sort of warm, fuzzy film. Definitely a feel-good movie, and yeah, it's fairly enjoyable. Would I recommend it? I would say yes, for sure. It's a Kiwi film after all, and it's a directorial debut, of Natalie Bolt, who's also features in the film as Liz, the to-be stepmother of little Brian. And she's one of the reasons why he's also struggling to keep away from his family. It's not what she's done; it's where she sits in the family that's the problem. And anyway, so for a first effort, I think it's a really clever film. It's a really good effort. If that was me, I'd be more than chuffed to have made a film of this quality as my first directorial debut. And hopefully she'll go on and make a lot more movies. And hopefully a lot of the Kiwi based. There's something about a Kiwi movie. It's very warm, fuzzy, fireside type feel about the movies, basically. And yeah, and it's an entertaining, good little movie. So yeah, if you get the chance, pop along and see this film. If you're in New Zealand when you're watching this, please go and support our local Kiwi movies. Always love them to do well. It will appeal well to Kiwis because they get it totally. The attitude, the scenery, and everything about it is very Kiwi. Internationally, that doesn't seem to translate quite as well as it might, but it's still usually very popular. When you think of films like Boy, Hunt for the Wilder People, things like that, World's Fastest Indian, they've all got some humour in them. They're all a bit typical Kiwi, but they all seem to do quite well in the big scheme of things, but maybe not quite as well as you'd hope on the world stage. So if you like it, if you like the idea of this film, please go along and see it, as I mentioned, and support your local cinema. And also, if you like my little short reviews, please follow my YouTube page, which hopefully you're watching on this now. Also my Facebook page, where we do the reviews but in a written form, if that helps. And also there'll be things happening on Instagram as well now, so I'm getting out and about, and so hopefully you can like and subscribe and follow me around on any or all of those previously mentioned platforms. So for now, maybe, just maybe, in the coming weeks, months or years, I will see you at the movies.